Hello, my name is Claire Hunt, and today I'm going to be informing you on some ways that me and my friends stay connected during the 2020 pandemic. This pandemic came sort of out of the blue for all of us. Many people in our lifetime had not experienced a widespread pandemic, especially with our digital age. Now, smartphones and laptops are easily accessible, so my speech will be including a lot of those, because now, in our day and age, those are a resource that we have to stay connected. Today I will be talking about 3 ways that me and my friends learn to stay connected, including weekly Google Meets, spam accounts on social media, and video games. So let's dive into those facts a little more. The first way that me and my friends learned to stay connected was through weekly Google Meets. During the 2020 pandemic, many people started using video conferencing software to connect with friends or business associates. Lots of work and school went online, but so did communication. My school personally used Google Meets to present our classes to us, the students, so we could continue to learn. And I think these online digital softwares were easily overlooked as things meant just for the business or education world. But instead, they were a great way to reach out to our friends. Me and my friends, and a great way that I'd recommend you guys to connect is to set up a weekly, this time, this day schedule. For example, me and my friends, it was right after school every Friday. We would open our laptops and just get to talk, see where the conversation took us, if we just wanted to talk, or if we wanted to dive into some games that are available on our mobile devices. Which brings me to my next point, that gaming was a big part of staying connected during the pandemic, and is a great way to continue to connect with your friends. Especially for my brothers, I would always hear them at late hours of the night, yelling at their computer screens and playing these video games. If they were more war-centered games, or even farming-centered games. My brother had a agriculture simulator game phase, and they were a great way. Video games reach a wide range of categories of interest, whether that be design or warfare. There's so many, and that is another thing that my friends and me did to stay connected. Video games have a great way to bring people together through games and kind of remind us of our childhood. Whether you grew up playing outside and playing house or imagination, video games kind of bring us back to that root, being creative and being kind of free for a minute on our devices. So gaming is a great way to connect with your friends. You can set up a Zoom, for example, and to play some games. There's even these games called Jackbox games, which are what me and my friends kind of did a lot, and they were just these simple games to get to know each other a little bit more, and to connect and remind ourselves of some topics that maybe we forgot to talk about, and they were just great conversation openers. They're also great for if you're connecting with people that you don't know. Games, video games, or get to know you games were a great way to connect during the pandemic and get to know each other and make each other feel a little bit comfortable even though we were separated by a screen. The last way that me and my friends stayed connected was through social media, specifically spam accounts. I think a lot of us are pretty familiar with social media, whether that be Facebook or Instagram or even TikTok. Social media is a great way to allow ourselves to be creative and reach out to each other. But as a lot of my friends noticed, social media has to be this very perfect picture perfect place. You have to look flawless, you have to be in a cool location. But during the pandemic, a lot of us were at home and we were kind of wearing sweatpants and sweatshirts. And so spam accounts specifically were a great way to stay connected with our friends using digital media. Spam accounts are very simple if you do not know. It's just an Instagram account generally that is made separate from your main account. And a lot of the spam accounts will include just funny pictures or maybe even some honest truths that you don't feel comfortable sharing with all your followers, but more close friends. While some social media is public, these are generally private, so they're only accessed by request. So they're very catered down to just a small group of friends that you have, so not everybody in your school, family, workplace are seeing your posts that are maybe very honest or maybe just funny. And so those were a great way to stay connected during the pandemic because it was a place to be honest and open and to have face-to-face connection with your friends even though you're not directly talking to them. Maybe you're simply talking through likes or through comments. During the pandemic, we had to learn how to be creative and to use the things around us. If this was going on our laptops or going on a mobile device such as a tablet or a phone, we learned the power of social media and business conferencing tools that we would never imagine to use as recreational activities. Through the pandemic, to connect with my friends, weekly Google Meets, spam accounts, and gaming were large parts of our today lives. They helped us to stay connected and to feel like we still had that connection, even if it wasn't a physical or face to face connection in person. Overall, the pandemic was hard, but it taught us how to stay connected and to persevere with these very important human connections as we found. Thank you for listening.